I'm Don West for the Ozarks Previews, and we're here today at the Marucci Clubhouse Midwest for the photo shoot of the 2022 Ozarks Baseball Preview. And we're joined now by the cover selection, Evan Helton from Strafford High School, and his coach, Shane Pierce. And Evan, when Coach told you you'd made the cover of the magazine, what were your impressions?
I was just super shocked. I was in the middle of a hitting practice, and he called me, and he's like, well, I just wanted to tell you congratulations. I'm like, well, for what? And he's like, you're on the cover. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you made it. And I just had to take that in for a little bit.
Have you had some friends or known other players that have been on the cover?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got quite a few that are on this cover this year. I've known a couple in the past, too, so it's pretty cool to be a part of it.
Tell me about what's coming up for Strafford baseball and what you expect this season.
I expect big things from us. We got a really good team defensively. If we can get our bats going like I know we can, I see us going pretty deep in the playoffs this year.
I mean, it's a good athletic year at Strafford with the success of your basketball programs, too. Does that transfer over into the spring and into baseball?
Oh, it certainly does. We get a lot of confidence from those guys. Seeing those guys go out there, you know.
And girls.
And girls, too. They're very good as well. Seeing them go out there and play, it's just kind of like an inspiration. And those guys come over and play with us. They're already bringing energy from last season. It's just a fun time.
We've had Fairgrove in here today, and they talked about a rivalry between Strafford and Fairgrove. You agree with that? Is that one of your favorite opponents?
That's my favorite opponent to play by far. Best game of the year, always, every time.
What makes it such a great rivalry?
Everyone cares so much. Those teams, at both of them, we all play as hard as we can against each other. It's always a nail biter, no matter talent-wise. It doesn't matter. We all play with our hearts that game.
Yeah, let's turn to Coach Shane Pierce here of Strafford High School. And Evan is a guy that has got a lot of pitching work in, 51 innings last year, an ERA of less than 1.25. So that's the kind of guy you have to have on the mound.
Yeah, we love having him on the mound. I mean, if we can get him out there every day, we would. Obviously, there's like some kind of inning limit we got and pitch count limit. We got to follow those. But no, he'll get our big games. I mean, when we have a big game on the schedule, he's going to get those games, and he looks forward to those games, and we like having him there.
So great honors for him last year, all conference, first team, all Mid-Lakes, and even beyond that. So what has made him develop into the pitcher that he is now?
You know, I think Evan's what's made Evan develop into that pitcher that he's now. I mean, he works hard, and it's what he does when nobody's watching that has made him successful. He's a hard-working kid, and I always say that, you know, you put in the work, good things are going to happen for you. So he works hard, and he's had some great coaching. Not me, but other coaching along the way.
Maybe him too, right?
That has really helped him develop. You know, and he's played some good baseball in the summertime. He's put in the money and the time to play at a high level, so that's helped him a lot too.
Do you take a player like Evan, and were you able to develop him from a very young age, or do you get him just as soon as he comes into high school?
We get him when he comes into high school. You know, I would love to say that Strafford has a program that we develop kids from 5, 6, 7 years old, but if they want to play at a high level, they kind of have to go play with, you know, some teams like the Nationals or 417 or those guys to get where they want to go, and that's okay. You know, that's what they want to do.
You say in your write-up on Evan that he has a big-time arm. He hits 91 miles an hour. Is 90 new to Evan, or has he hit that from last year?
No, I think that's pretty new. I think this summer was the first time that he popped 90, 91, and so, you know, he continues to develop arm strength and the velocity, and I think he's going to continue that. So, you know, my hope is he gets up there into college and develops some big-time strength, and we get to watch him on TV someday.
Evan, let's get back to Coach Pierce here, and surely you learned a lot from him, and he's been a big influence on you.
Yeah, he doesn't take enough credit. He's inspired me. He's done so much for me throughout my career, just keeping, especially mentally. This year, I mean, COVID year didn't help, torn ACL didn't help, but he was there for me the whole time, walked me through it, eased me back into it, and through last season just was always there for me.
I learned some of this as I go. Torn ACL for you? Yeah. When was that?
That was sophomore year at a football camp.
At a football camp. Did you miss a whole year of athletics?
Yeah, I didn't get to play football, no basketball, and then COVID got baseball. So
yeah. So was that a long year for you? I bet it had to be.
It was a very long year, just going through all the rehab and then COVID, not being able to go anywhere. Just a very long time.
Is it all back in good shape now?
100%. Never been better.
Okay, good stuff from Strafford High School and the Indian baseball program. And before we let you go, Evan, just one more thought on your being on the cover of the magazine.
I'm just so excited and proud to be here around these guys. It's talent.
Okay. Evan Helton from Strafford High School and Coach Shane Pierce, we thank them for being with us. I'm Don West for the Ozarks Baseball Previews.